Ashley McBryde has been nominated for several Grammy Awards and has won several Country Music Festival Awards. And I saw her perform the other day at the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee, which, if you don't know, it's kind of this it's a special place where you get invited to perform, and when you perform there, you've made it to a different level. It's a very exclusive kind of thing to be able to perform in this location. So we were watching her performance. It was her first performance there that she's ever done. So it was really cool to be a part of that experience. But as she was performing, she was sharing some of the stories behind some of her songs. And one of the stories was about an algebra teacher, I think it was in high school, that had told, when Ashley said what she wants to be when she grows up, she said she wants to sing country music. And the algebra teacher basically said that's not going to happen, and make sure you have a backup plan. And Ashley joked about it. She says, "Oh, I thought she said have a band, not a backup plan." So she made a joke out of it. But what it goes to show is that she's made it to the great heights of country music, right? But she was told when she was younger, basically, that it would never work out like that. It's a similar story to what I heard Aaron Rodgers say, who's a professional quarterback for the Packers. He's played for many, many years. He said in college, when he was talking to one of his professors, he said, the professor asked him, "What do you want to do?" And Aaron had said, "I want to play in the NFL." And the professor said, "Yeah, right. That's never going to happen. Better find something else to do." And Aaron said, "Watch me. I'm going to make it." So what it goes to show, though, every successful person has dealt with something like this, whether it's someone externally basically saying that's never going to happen, you can't do that, there's no way, or certainly internally them having their own self-doubts and hesitations about being able to do it. So this is part of the process. That discouragement from self or others is part of the process in succeeding. And it's important to realize that, because sometimes we think when we get discouraged by others or even discouraged by ourselves that it's time to stop, that we can't do it, maybe we should stop. But that's really part of the journey. It's part of the experience. It's part of the initiation. And one of the reasons for that is so we hit this point, this low point, or this point where someone tells us we can't do something. But if we keep going, we succeed, we always can look back at that and say, wow, look how far I overcame. Look what I overcame. And it gives us the confidence to keep going forward, to grow forward and move forward and perhaps accomplish and do even more. So by overcoming the limitations that others try to put on us, or overcoming our own limitations, those really deep ones, those very direct, like, you're not going to be able to do it, I've hit the low point, it can't happen, not going to happen, I've lost all hope, right? Hitting those very low points, but you keep going, then you look back and you see the opposite of it later on. You see, oh man, someone told me I wasn't going to make it, and here I am, I have made it. I was telling myself I wasn't going to make it, here I am, I have made it. So the purpose is to keep going, and these are part of the process. Another example is Tom Brady, who is the greatest quarterback of all time in the NFL. He's won 7 Super Bowls at the time I'm filming this. Maybe he'll have won more by the time you're watching. But if you read his story, there are so many opportunities for Tom to never have even made it into the NFL. He was not the starter in college. He had to share time with others. He barely made it into college. In the NFL, he was drafted 199th, so the 6th round pick, which there's only 7 rounds of the draft. He made it to this, got picked in the 6th round. There were so many, and if you listen to his games, some of the games, there's so many moments. Even when he played in Super Bowls, if you watch those, there's so many moments where he could have lost, he could have fallen, he could have not made it. But he kept going, and he kept going, and he kept going, and he used all that to build his character, and victory after victory after victory, he saw himself and how he was able to overcome things and move to the next thing and move to the next thing. Use that to build the confidence to keep building and doing better. So hitting adversity, having self-doubt, having doubts from others is part of the process. So rather than us resisting it or saying, okay, well, this person doesn't believe in me, I should stop, understand that this is part of the process. This is what I need to overcome and go through. And it requires me to dig deep. And by digging deep and by digging within, I can develop the character, the mindset, the belief system that will help me not only overcome it, but when I've overcome it, help me stay there. Because if you can't overcome people doubting you at this level, you're not going to be able to do it at this level when it's even higher, maybe it's stronger, maybe it's more people, right? If Tom Brady can't overcome that self-doubt in high school with only a few people watching, how's he going to do it in college with a bunch of people watching? How's he going to do it in the pro when millions of people are watching? So it's the same with us. If we can't overcome it here, we're not going to be able to overcome it here. So the universe will not allow us to proceed unless we learn how to overcome this. Then we can overcome it at the higher levels. And we will have developed the confidence to look back and say, you know what, I doubted myself, I didn't think I could do it, but I kept going anyway, and I was able to get to where I want to go. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. Talk to you soon.